Hey, it's been a minute.
I know. Thanks for coming here on short notice.
No problem. But are you sure you want me to help you with this? I know I've dabbled in wrestling before, but I've been focusing on MMA the past few years. Just seems kind of, I don't know, desperate?
Isn't fighting a rebellious mutiny exactly what lifelong best friends are for?
I thought they were more for exchanging birthday cards and the occasional random text. But maybe we could branch out.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
I've been ready for a change, and WWE could be the breath of fresh air I need. I'm in.
Great. I've arranged for you to have a warm-up match here today before we tackle NXT together. I know you're used to knockout and submission rules in MMA, but today's pinfall only to get used to wrestling again.
Go for the 3 count. Got it. I'm gonna go get changed.
We are gonna kick some mutiny ass!
Haven't changed a bit.
All right, show Adrian why you're the only person on Earth I'd bring in here to watch my back. Use your footwork, just like in the cage. Mix up your attacks, keep them guessing. You're going to make NXT pay! Show me some aerial offense! That's it! You're making this look easy! I knew I made the right choice bringing you in! Nice! Now follow it up with a power move! Stay calm and control the pace!
1, 2, we're in the ropes. Release.
Remember your training! You've got this!
One, two, bring it!
So this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need the space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy. But for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this fighting in MMA, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best. Which, in my case, is being... scheming and calculated.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
NXT is going to be ready for you to strike back, but they don't know I'm on board yet. We could use that as a tactical advantage.
How so?
We're going to hustle them, embarrass them, and when it's all over, walk out with their precious intergender NXT Unity tag titles.
I would have just wanted to go invade them right back, but I'm intrigued. How are we gonna pull this off?
I know a guy who can get me into the Performance Center.
And this is definitely not the pairing we were expecting.
I had heard that the #1 draft pick and their partner here tonight were tight, but I didn't expect indie wrestler Chase to be pushed aside.
I don't know who's more surprised, us or Lexis King and JC Jane. They planned for a cakewalk and instead got a match against one of the best WWE has to offer and their debuting partner.
Let's see what else the challengers have up their sleeves as they battle for the Unity tag titles. Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title match coming up.
And a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
The following contest is an intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the Boss and Headhunter. And their opponents, the team of Lexis King and JC Jane.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. How much might a surprise change like this affect the Unity Champ's game plan?
A heck of a lot. Everybody in the arena expected an indie wrestler named Chase, and instead, we had the WWE debut of a formidable partner for the #1 draft pick.
Well, not to mention, it was a very sneaky and shrewd strategy to pull this switch on Mutiny. King and Jane have got to adjust on the fly while already in the thick of things. The atomic noogie.
Oh, kick connects. Oof. And that attack was enough to shake up Lexus. Momentum entirely against Lexus here.
Lexus isn't showing the capacity to fight back.
Oof, putting their full weight on the arm.
It's hard to replicate the passion that's displayed here in NXT.
Such hunger and talent on the black and gold brand. Oh, roll up here. He kicks out instantly.
Not enough pressure on the pin. Stomping. Ouch.
Cuts the attack off.
Rear European uppercut.
Able to make the tag.
And boy, was it.
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the wrestler Chase who is supposed to compete tonight?
Credit to the challengers for throwing NXT off their game.
Hold on, spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Chase.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
I saw what you did by pulling a fast one on NXT and winning their Unity championships. Clever.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We've known each other since we were kids.
But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it, so this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you tricked them into defending their Unity titles. And then walked away with them, too. Well done.
Thanks. I guess that producer Troy was fired by Mutiny for his screw-up and is now groveling to get his job back with us. Good luck with that.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
We spoke to him, and he insisted it's what's best for business. I guess we have to take him for his word at this point.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first? I am pretty sure this is the worst jet lag I've ever had.
That's because you've been around the world in 80 hours.
Seriously, that was a globe-trotting adventure. It's wild that after all that, you won the title back on SmackDown.
I like hearing that. You won the title. I should definitely be listed in the undisputed WWE Championship lineage.
You're every bit as legitimate as Cody.
Hey, we're all on the same team now.
I know. Old rivalries are set aside while we all stand together against our common enemy.
So inspiring. We should hum a patriotic song while you talk.
We're not close enough for you to give me crap, kiddo. Besides, I am pretty damn inspirational.
The voice of the...
That is my line, and you cannot afford the royalties.
You'd be surprised.
We should talk about what's next. I spoke to the GMs, and you're going to defend your Unity titles at WWE Payback.
Mutiny maneuvered their way into a title match?
No, you'll actually be facing Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
Might be nice to take a break from battling Mutiny.
Exactly. And since you're facing a team from our side, there's no chance of the titles going back to NXT.
We don't plan on losing either way.
Even though they're not directly involved in the match, I still think Mutiny might try to interfere. And since we all know that Hunter and the board won't do anything about it, I'll be in your corner to watch your backs. Deal?
Sounds good to me.
Amidst all this NXT mutiny chaos, there's one thing that's been catching our eye. Piquing our interest, if you will.
Don't get us wrong. We are Team WWE all the way. We support anyone who's fighting the good fight. But two of our teammates have something we want. The Unity Tag Team Championships. And now, we've been given the opportunity.
And who better to hold the Unity titles than an actual wedded couple? That's real unity. Unlike the current champions whose bond is that they grew up together. I grew up with a lot of weirdos. Doesn't mean they'd make a good tag team partner.
But don't worry, after we relieve you of your titles, all will be well in the world. You can get back to focusing on Mutiny, and everyone can rest easy that the Unity titles are still safe and sound with Team WWE.
One last thing. CM Punk, we hear you're gonna be in the champ's corner. We don't need anyone in ours, since we have each other.
But don't try any funny business out there, okay? Or we'll send you right back to the hospital.
Keep those belts nice and warm, champs. We're coming for you.
And here they are, the Unity Champions, joined by their mentor, CM Punk.
I don't think calling CM Punk a mentor goes far enough. He's really been a guide, a guru, and a friend to these two.
Well, you're not wrong, Saxton. I was skeptical of how valuable the influence of a guy like Punk could be, but you can't argue with the results.
These two have put Mutiny on pause, and Becky and Seth are on high alert. And here are the challengers, Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins.
A mixed-gender tag title and a husband and wife tag team? It's easy to feel like these Unity titles were made for Seth and Becky.
Unfortunately, they forgot to put them on their wedding registry, so they're going to have to earn them in the ring, just like everyone else.
The Mr. and Mrs. look to make these belts his and hers right here.
The following contest is a intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And their opponents, the Boss and Headhunter.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. This Unity title match is the reason the championships were created, for the best in WWE competing in the same ring.
The key phrase there is best in WWE, Cole. Whoever wins this match, the Unity Championships are out of Mutiny's hands.
You got that right, Corey. This is an all WWE title match, and I am here for it.
God.
Right into the pin.
Stops the count before it, too.
And those kickouts are only going to get harder.
Ooh! Punishing double axe handle.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
And a kick.
Ooh! Strong kick.
My goodness.
Fisherman's Buster.
Ooh. Very measured elbow drop. Hoisting their opponent up.
Oh, my God, that's got to hurt.
Ooh.
Boom, what a kick. Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
Yeah, Rollins has hit a roadblock here.
Ooh, well-planted knee.
Ouch.
The challenger really struggling to avoid major damage.
Yeah, things could turn even worse soon if there isn't a tag on the horizon.
Rolling elbow finds its mark.
Ouch. Oh.
Fisherman's Buster.
From Rollins, springboard, but nobody home.
And this attack has him looking powerless.
He's staring adversity right in the face now.
Oh! Quickly transition. Shoulders are down.
Uh-oh.
Boom!
Oof. Ooh.
Boom!
face first.
She countered that into her own offense.
These two have learned each other so well. Find some payback with their own reversal.
Going for the home run.
Oh, mat slam with some attitude.
Will the champ make that pay off?
He's still in this fight.
This puts the pressure back on the champion. Can the champion respond with their back against the wall?
I don't know if there's more frustration or desperation in the ring now, knowing that you've tried to end this and failed.
Oh, I think the ring just moved. Oh! Ricocheting off the turnbuckles.
Oh my gosh!
And right into the cover.
Might end this.
And the champs retain.
Here are your winners, and still the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, The Boss and Headhunter.
They've done it. A well-deserved victory against tough competition.
And it's more than a win.
That was a big win. And having you out there must have scared Mutiny off, Punk.
Yeah, thanks for the backup.
No problem, but I do have some bad news. Mutiny didn't hit us in the ring because they were busy poaching our roster. I just found out that Shinsuke Nakamura, Shayna Baszler, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa all jumped ship.
Damn.
It's definitely a blow, especially since we don't seem to be getting anyone from their side to join us. Just when we thought things were going well, right?
We've been here before.
We have?
Yeah. This reminds me of when we first became friends. We dominated the neighborhood kids in just about every game there was. Tag, hide and seek, kickball, you name it. Until the Andersons moved in. 5 kids, all super athletic beyond their years. They took over. But you didn't get discouraged. And before you know it, we were beating the Andersons' strong and agile butts.
And the Andersons are Mutiny in this analogy?
Yes. It's why I knew you were the right person to come in to help us take them down.
You're right. We can't let this stop our momentum.
I hate to interrupt here, but we need to figure out what's next. How are we going to counter Mutiny getting stronger?
Sorry, we got a bit off track. Which brand should we focus on? Keep in mind, if I go to SmackDown, I only have live event matches lined up.
Am I the only one seeing this, Oos? NXT's Mutiny out here making moves, pulling everyone to their side while people watch the uprising from the sidelines. Even Triple H and the board are low-key cheering for them.
Why do you think I'm here? Word on the street is Raw and SmackDown need all the help they can get.
Yeet. We need more people doing stuff like taking those Unity titles off them.
And taking on stars like Becky and Seth, it shifts the spotlight, keeps Mutiny from monopolizing the conversation, and that's exactly what we need right now.
For real. Anything to slow their momentum down. It was starting to feel like they could do whatever they wanted. Reminds me of when the Bloodline first started. We had that edge. And nobody was cool like us.
But we've seen that all play out before, right? Starts out hot, but a lot of folks are gonna get left out once they get what they want, you know?
Seen it. Felt it. When you're useful, you get used. When you're not, well, like you said, we've seen how that plays out.
It's impressive the way Mutiny's able to manipulate people. They've got a knack for pulling strings and making the bad guy look cool. But that's something we could work with. Use their own game to play them.
You got something cooking.
You said it yourself. People are joining up because Mutiny is cool. It's got an edge that makes standard corporate WWE look basic.
We can't compete with that smoke.
Not unless I show them some fire, Oos.
So you do have a plan. Yeet.
Yep. And I'm kicking it off later tonight. You're gonna love this one, Jay.
Can't wait, Oos.
It's the superstar who is destined for WWE greatness.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 200 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, the Boss!
Guys, what's up with the NWO shirt?
I love the nod to the past. Is this maybe an embrace of those notorious NWO devious and disruptive tactics?
Color me concerned, Corey. He could be hinting at an alliance with Mutiny. That would be a major shift in the power balance.
Stand up and pay respect to the master.
And his opponent, representing American-made from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 202 pounds, Chad Gable!
On top of his technical skill, Gable also has the strength of someone twice his size.
American-made and American tough. Look at the focus and drive in his eyes, ready to prove he's the best this division has to offer.
I'm sure I'm not the only one still distracted by that NWO shirt. It's tough to focus on the match with that hanging in the air.
Well, just try being a professional, Saxton. It's a shirt. Besides, I'm sure we'll get an explanation when the time's right.
Well, I'm also sure Chad Gable isn't worrying about his opponent's wardrobe. He looks poised to prove that skills, not shirts, win matches.
Oh, the claw right to the shoulder.
Kick! Producing a trampling.
Targeting the leg. Uh-oh. This is not going to be good. This could be it. Ow. This one could be over. Looking to apply an agonizing armbar stretch. Oh,
that can prohibit any use of their shoulder going forward.
Oh, that's got to sting your back.
No mercy being shown to Gable here.
This is Chad's perseverance getting tested.
Countered right when it was needed. That puts a stop to Gable.
Wrench in the arm. Not done yet. Into the arm breaker.
Hammerlock. Boom!
And that damage to the shoulder could be an ongoing factor now. It might limit range of motion in the entire arm.
Just unleashing shot after shot after shot. Showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught. Chad Gable playing to the crowd now.
He's looking fairly drained.
Yeah, but you got to think this match is still anyone's.
And Gable's hopes are waning in this one.
Gable has to gather the energy to turn the tables.
He's able to counter that. Cover, oh, come on.
They're going to steal this one. It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Bang!
The knee right on the temple. Oh, man, this might be it.
2. And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner, the Boss!
An impressive victory, and maybe with the win under his belt, we can get some clarity about his attire.
I hope so, Corey. With all the chaos Mutiny is causing these days, the last thing...
Incredible performance out there tonight, but I think there's one question on everyone's mind. Why the NWO shirt?
Look, we all know that WWE is at a turning point. There's a civil war brewing, and it's largely because WWE has become stale, predictable, formulaic. We need to evolve.
So you're saying that you're joining Mutiny?
No. Mutiny is chaos for the sake of chaos. And just like so many times in history, the real fighters are going to get pushed aside once the leaders get what they want. Anyone who thinks they could trust Bailey and KO to protect their best interests is an idiot. So here's my message to all the superstars on both sides and everywhere in between. It's time for a new direction. We need to embrace our past to forge our future. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. The NWO wasn't about politics. It was about power and domination. So anyone who wants to stop playing the game and wants to run it, join me in my NWO movement.
That's a powerful call to arms, but is it appropriate for a relative newcomer to already be asking for a major shift? Doesn't this put you at odds with the very organization that just brought you in?
Kathy, because I have fresh eyes, I could see what's broken around here. Yes, I'm challenging the norms, but that's because I believe in the potential of this organization to evolve. So stand with me and take the third path. Not Mutiny, not the WWE establishment, but a movement built on real power. I'm calling for a new era. Not just to challenge Mutiny, but to redefine this business as it should be through dominance and brute force. Welcome to the New World Order.
So, do you want to tell me what the hell you're thinking? Bringing back the NWO?
Relax. Let me explain.
You'd better. I know you haven't been here that long, but in general, I prefer to only have one rebellion to deal with at a time.
It's not another rebellion. This NWO stuff is just a way to stir up some trouble within Mutiny. It's a play. I just need people to believe it's real. And that's obviously working.
That is a pretty good idea, actually. But I really wish you'd run the stuff past me first.
I would have had I known you'd get this upset. Trust me, Pierce. I'm Team WWE. I'm going to shake NXT up from the inside and give us the upper hand. Just let this play out.
Okay, I'll give you some rope. Just be smart.
I always am. That's why it's working.
And here's the man reviving the NWO in more ways than one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from parts unknown. Weighing in at 200 pounds. One half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, The Boss!
He's not just emulating the New World Order, he's declaring war on Mutiny with Joe Coffey and Shotzi by his side. All proudly NWO.
Any enemy of Mutiny is a friend of mine, Corey, and he is clearly rallying powerful allies.
Battle lines are drawn as the new NWO faces Mutiny right now. The unpredictable badass of WWE is here.
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker.
Breaker broke down the damn door and has terrorized the competition during his young career.
A young man who eats, sleeps, and breathes success.
Think about this. Braun Breaker won the NXT Championship only a few months into his tenure at NXT. And then he goes on to win the Intercontinental title only a few months into his tenure on the main roster.
Well, right now is the time for Braun to do what badasses do best. This isn't just another match. The newly formed NWO needs to show they can stand up to Mutiny's challenge.
Exactly, Corey. And with Mutiny members like Joe Coffey and Shotzi now donning NWO colors, this fight isn't just pivotal, it's personal.
And our personal feelings aside, I'm sure Mutiny wants to squash this new faction before they can prove the NWO can be major players too. Digging knuckles right into the skull. This has got to hurt.
The atomic noogie. Keeping in.
Uh-oh.
Braun fires back. Turns that in his favor.
Wrench in the arm. Boom! Clothesline.
And that intensity of Braun's got tapered down a bit there. Crank in the head. Breaker can't seem to get out of harm's way.
Braun's on the wrong side of every exchange.
Just going all out with every blow. Oh, shot right to the kidney.
With a series of forearms. Pinpoint aim right to the arm.
Go for the arm bar and a punishing stretch. There is a fine line between strain and pain when your shoulder is worked like that.
Momentum's completely with him now.
He's putting a ton of force behind every attack.
And there's another focused attack to his head.
Connects on the kick.
Referee setting the hardware aside, clearing the way for any future damage. The knee right on the temple.
Now with the cover.
That's gotta be it.
No, he gets the shoulder up.
He just won't give up.
Boom! Read that one.
Braun's finally able to slow all that incoming up.
Breaker embroiled by his opponent.
Feeling like it's over for Breaker.
And the cover. An exhausting victory, but a win nonetheless.
Here is your winner, the Boss!
After that victory, it seems clear this new NWO is poised to be a major player in the fight against Mutiny.
Absolutely, Cole. They're taking over. The New World Order is here, and they're not just here to participate. They're here to dominate.
NWO for life, baby. And boss, before you say anything, you should know I'm already putting together a crew to help the Black and White take out Mutiny and the rest of the WWE. So far, it's me, and that's it. But you gotta start somewhere.
Right, look, just slow down.
I can't slow down. I'm all in. SmackDown is gonna get smacked. Raw is gonna get cooked. They won't even be able to call it Raw anymore. They'll have to call it extra well done, even though it won't be well done at all when we're through with them. NWO!
Quiet, Truth. Listen, this whole NWO thing, it's complicated.
No, it's not. That's the beauty of it. I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a lot of superstars here who are 3 corners short of a squared circle. If you get my drift, they're very easily fooled. That's why we need this. It's totally real, and it's awesome. Watch. NWO Sneak Attack. That felt amazing. Now everyone knows the NWO is back.
It's not. Truth, you need to listen to me.
Good idea. You be the boss, and I'll be the enforcer, and go find some more WWE superstars to beat up under the banner of the NWO.
No, don't do that.
Okay. Then you be the boss, and I'll be the idea man. Here's my first one. NWO pay-per-view. Location? The moon. All we need is a rocket. How hard do you think it'll be to take over NASA?
Listen to the words I am saying. This whole NWO thing is fake. I made it up. I'm just trying to destabilize Mutiny, that's all. None of this is real.
It's not real? It feels real to me.
It's not, though.
Okay, I understand. It's not real, because we still need to dream it into reality. And we will. Because it's out with the old and in with the new world order. You are inspiring.
And you are exhausting.
I thought you said you had this under control.
I do. It's just our truth that's the problem. And then I had to back him up or it would have blown my cover.
Well, we wouldn't want that. It'd be a real shame if I only had one massive insurrection to deal with. Now I'm losing superstars to two factions.
This is on me. I didn't expect it to work this fast. Impressive if you think about it. But I'll fix it. Don't worry. I know how to clean up my messes.
You need to end it. Now.
How about I end it next week? We've got some momentum. And I might have already paid for some things to make this NWO movement seem legit, including a non-refundable deposit on an arena, throwback set and all.
Fine. But only because Orton and Gunther are looking for payback. And Mutiny too. So at whatever NWO show you're apparently putting on, you're gonna host an inter-brand fatal four-way. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and your fake New World Order.
It'll be a night to remember.
Just make sure when it's over, your NWO is forgotten.
And here's the NWO contingent, hoping for a too-sweet victory.
The following contest is a fatal four-way Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring, the Boss, R-Truth, Maxine Dupree, and Axiom.
The NWO is headed toward the ring, and you can feel the intensity. They're clearly here to make a statement.
Right, Saxton. They're here to show that the New World Order isn't just a blast from the past. It's a powerhouse shaping the future.
Four factions, one ring, high stakes. This fatal four-way is about to go off. The Apex Predator on the hunt again.
Orton is as dangerous as ever, perhaps even more so.
And his opponents, first, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
Randy Orton is basically a 5-star general of psychological warfare.
Learned his killer instinct in Evolution and has now evolved into the apex predator. Randy's entire body's a weapon. He's forged it through 2 decades of war.
Yeah, Randy Orton is no ordinary man, and there's nothing he won't do to take you down.
His opponent must understand the presence and the danger in front of him. You know, Randy is ready to go to war tonight. Oh, Orton's a man who pours every ounce of blood, sweat, and tears in the ring every time he competes.
And if you're his opponent, you always have to be concerned about the threat of the RKO.
The Ring General making his imposing march to the ring.
A man with technical expertise that dissects the human body.
Representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
Gunther's all business. There is very little wasted motion in this man when he gets going.
Well, there may be roadblocks in his path, but Gunther's dominance has shown no signs of slowing.
Record-breaking reigns with the NXT, UK, and Intercontinental titles. He's put away main eventers and future Hall of Famers while defending those titles.
Dominant, proud, superior. Gunther is a true classic, a true throwback to a bygone era.
Looking to remake this entire industry in his image.
And we're about to see the next step in that plan here tonight.
Here comes Finn Balor.
A man who has competed and succeeded at the highest level all over the world.
And representing the Judgment Day from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor!
The Balor Club has been disbanded. The only support this man needs is from his family in the Judgment Day.
I hate to agree with you on this, Corey, but you're right. Balor has never been more dangerous, more competitive, more successful than he's been with the Judgment Day.
He added the undisputed tag titles to his resume as part of the Judgment Day, and Balor's leadership has brought championship glory to every member of the group.
And the Prince has also taken his rightful spot back in the main event picture, where he so rightfully belongs.
Judgment Day has arrived for anyone in the ring with Balor tonight.
Each of these four has something to prove at tonight's special sold-out event after NWO's bold return set this whole powder keg off.
Right, Saxton, they came out swinging, but the ripples from that strike have put everyone on edge. Now it's about who can assert their dominance in this chaos on NWO's temporary home turf.
And with tensions this high, each superstar in the ring is not only fighting for victory, but also fighting to redefine the future of WWE.
Oh, man. He didn't need that eyebrow anyway.
Well, that's one way to seize control of a match. Change the location to the ringside area.
Bam! What a slap. It seems like that slap might have had a little extra hostility behind it. And there is no other term for that than just cheap. A cheap shot. Ooh, what an elbow.
A barrage of elbows over and over again. Every strike more devastating than the last.
Mounting their opponent now, relentless. Wrench in the arm. Man, what a clothesline.
Whip back into the ring.
Oh, my!
Debilitating attacks like that are exactly how you create a big opening.
Kick right to the back of the leg.
Now we have Orton.
This could do it.
2 count. Kick out just in time.
That was a long 2 count there.
Counters to gain the...
Rolled up from behind. This could be it.
Stops the ref count before 2.
He is going to take the...
He's doing it.
Going for the pin. Not even a 1 count there.
I think this ref might be a little slow on the count.
Oh, Gunther gets caught with a counter.
Sling blade by Finn Balor.
Oh, what a chop.
That'll light you up.
Stops the kick. Into a dragon screw. Game changer. And Gunther got taken to task right there.
Yeah, Balor taking a vicious approach with that maneuver, doing what it takes to produce results. Repeated elbows to the lower back. Uh-oh. Timed his defense perfectly.
Trading counters here.
Inverted face lock into an elbow drop.
Table launch right at their opponent. And now propped up in the corner. Oh, man. He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top. Looking for something big here.
We all know what he's thinking here.
Here we go.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Fires back with a crucial elbow. And they just busted out an impactful... Oh, look at this.
You can see hope for Balor.
He breaks the hold. Gunther. Power bomb.
Gunther can taste victory now.
Not looking good in this position.
No, someone call a dentist. Down on the face.
Caught square by the haymaker. Eats a punch to the face.
Oh, sling blade. Followed up with a basement drop kick. Boom, what a roundhouse.
Bam. Pretty drop kick.
He might have him here.
Is this it?
Got him, and he wins the Fatal 4-Way.
Here is your winner, Gunther!
This is a setback for the NWO. They came in with momentum, but just couldn't finish it tonight.
Right, Saxton, but it's a bump in the road, not the end of the journey. This could be just the wake-up call they need.
Tonight was a revelation, but let me be clear, it was not a revolution. The so-called NWO revival? Well, the truth is that it was nothing more than a hoax. I stand with Team Raw and SmackDown. Always have, always will. I never meant to target our own Raw and SmackDown talent. But it seems I underestimated just how easily swayed you all were. It's no wonder why Mutiny has been so successful. You need to be smarter. To everyone who thought they were part of something new, understand this. It was all a strategic ploy. The point? To reveal the weak spots in Mutiny's armor, to sort out the tough from the talkers. And guess what? It worked. They broke ranks as soon as they saw a shiny new toy. But now, my WWE friends, it's time to band together. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, whatever's left of it. We all stand against Mutiny. We're not just prepared, we are united, and together we're unstoppable. Mutiny, you're in our sights, and we're coming for you. And R-Truth, my loyal soldier, listen up. The NWO adventure, it was a blast, but that chapter's over. We need to lace up for the real fight, the one right ahead of us.
I have to hand it to you. Reviving the NWO to draw out the weak links from Mutiny was genius. You really turned the tables on them.
And maybe found myself a disciple in R-Truth.
He was a wild card, but he helped make it believable. I don't think you would have managed to pry so many members of Mutiny loose otherwise. Their ranks are pretty solid.
Not as solid as they thought. We exposed some serious cracks.
That's true. And I gotta say, the way you played both sides was impressive. Could be a trick we keep up our sleeves.
Absolutely. With the chaos we've created, they won't know who to trust.
Hold that thought. My phone's blowing up with some big announcement that Triple H just posted on social media. Let's watch it.
For the past 2 months, the WWE board has kept a close eye on the movement known as NXT Mutiny. As previously stated, we've taken a stance of neutrality. Our position has not changed, but I'm here to announce there will be a clear and definitive end to this conflict at Survivor Series. It will be Raw and SmackDown on one side, NXT Mutiny on the other, squaring off in a best-of-3 series of matches to determine the fate of WWE. If Raw and SmackDown win, they can return things to normal and decide to punish NXT Mutiny for their uprising. If NXT Mutiny wins, WWE might look a whole lot different. There may not even be a Raw or SmackDown anymore. We are prepared for any outcome because this truly is a new era of equal opportunity. I have one more announcement. Before Survivor Series at NXT No Mercy, there will be a special preview match for the Unity Tag Team Championships. On one side, it will be the current champs, and on the other, the former champions from NXT, JC Jane and Alexis King. So Raw, SmackDown, NXT Mutiny, when it comes to Survivor Series, with the future of WWE at stake, are you ready? I said, are you?
I'm so sorry for interrupting Triple H's big announcement, but I have my own to make. It's not going to be JC Jane competing in the Unity title match, because we're initiating Freebird rules, and I'll be stepping in to make sure we take back what's ours. In fact, taking back the Unity titles is just the first step in taking back all of WWE and getting rid of the dead weight known as SmackDown and Raw. See you soon, dummies.
Are you serious? You know, it's one thing for Hunter to stay neutral, but now he's giving Mutiny a legit opportunity to take control of WWE? This guy's playing favorites. Hell, he might even be one of them.
Who knows at this point?
Fine. If Mutiny is doing Freebird rules for the preview tag match, then so can we. I want in.
You sure that's the right move?
I never got revenge for getting put on the shelf by the Unity champs. This way, I'll get my hands on Lexis King and the traitor who sent them after me.
Okay, you could take my place in the match, but I'll be out there in your corner to watch your backs.
Deal.
All that matters is we defend the titles. We're gonna need all the momentum we can get as we head towards Survivor Series.
Agreed. So let's not lose.
You ready for this, Punk?
I've been waiting for this since the moment all this mutiny stuff started. So yeah, I'm more than ready.
Not gonna lie, I'm jealous you two are going to get your hands on Bailey. Oh, I was looking forward to hitting her with our whirlwind splash.
At least you'll get to see Punk and I nail her with it from ringside.
I guess that'll do.
Let's stay alert out there. We're heading into enemy territory. Knowing Mutiny, anything can and probably will happen.
Got it.
All right, let's go put some idiots in their places.
It's the Unity champs, ready to show no mercy to their Mutiny opponents.
It must not have been easy to step aside and allow another guy to defend the titles that you rightly earned.
Maybe it wouldn't have been easy for you, Corey, but that just shows the unique, dare I say, unity that this team has. It's the reason they've been so successful and Mutiny has been running scared.
The Unity champs have a new face, but are hoping for the same old result when they defend their titles. And the challengers from Mutiny taking full advantage of Freebird rules.
Watching the Unity titles fall into their enemies' hands has been a black mark on Mutiny itself.
Not that you can tell with their predictably dark and cliched color scheme. Someone had to say it.
Bailey hopes your presence is enough to bring these NXT titles home.
The following contest is an intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Lexis King and Bailey. And their opponents, Head Hunter and CM Punk.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bailey onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bailey and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE.
Ducked underneath into a German suplex.
Pinning down their opponent's arm.
Dropping the knee for more punishment.
Wow. Ooh!
Whipped into the corner with tremendous force.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Partner gets tagged in.
Caught with the elbow. Oh, ouch. Ooh, sharp kick.
Nice strong head scissors application. And now the elbows.
Oof. That was a furious assault from the champion. Each blow coming in harder than the last.
And again.
Great way to wear down your opponent.
Tag's made.
Oh, yeah. Not waiting any longer to get in this.
Oh, man.
Right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
The challenger is getting torn into.
You really can't do this all on your own. That's what your teammate is for.
Oh, a jumping arm breaker. The challenger is going for it. And a kick out before the count even begins.
I can't believe the ref didn't get two here.
Reversal. And that turns things around.
Irish whip from Punk on Bailey.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails the Bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
We've seen the defending champs win matches with the Whirlwind Splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn.
Wait, what?
Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over.
We have new Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago, and my old friend Bailey invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bailey and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted to main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bailey on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster, and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. When you were busy trying to start a new world order, who do you think riled up R-Truth and got the Raw and SmackDown rosters fighting each other? That would be me. I had you chase Io Sky all over the world just to have you end up destroying the WWE archives worse than Mutiny would have. At least you got some frequent flyer miles. You two grew up together, right? Maybe just quit WWE now and go back to whatever hellhole town you're from. Find your safe space, because it's not here. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
We're okay, but definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
Ugh. I haven't felt like this since the year we both moved away from our hometown.
It was really tough at first. You spend every day with someone and then all of a sudden they're gone.
But ultimately, you must have figured out how to stay friends despite the distance, right?
Yeah, it was hard and took a long time. But we realized even though we didn't see each other, we still had each other's backs.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately. But maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on SmackDown talking to superstars from the women's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
We worked as hard as we could to peel Bailey away from Mutiny, but it really feels like we took a loss on this one.
I can see your point.
Come on. I know it doesn't feel great right now, but you did make a dent in their armor, Becky. You beat Bailey on Mutiny's home turf. If that doesn't create some internal strife, I don't know what will.
I suppose so. But beating Bailey was never the point. I thought I could help her find her way back. There was this moment after the match when I thought I saw the old Bailey. But even that was just a mask while she waited for damage control.
I'm sorry. I feel like I pushed you into this and now Mutiny is stronger than ever.
First, that's crap. This was my own idea. You didn't push a thing. Second, this might not have been a total win for us. But it wasn't one for Bailey either.
What do you mean? Mutiny has damage control now.
Most of damage control, but not all. I had a talk with Dakota Kai. Turns out we both have versions of Bailey we miss. Dakota's on our side.
We have a mole inside Mutiny? Becky, this is amazing. It could change everything.
It could. The only question is, what do we do now to prepare for Survivor Series?
I'm heading over to Raw to get us one more ally.
I like it. Just make sure they're a good fit. And this means everything.
I'll do my best.
Hey, We haven't had the chance to talk since everything happened with Punk. What a shame. If only Becky and I had won those Unity titles from you.
What difference would that have made?
Punk would have been too scared of us to make that kind of move, and WWE would be in a much better position right now.
Punk made that move because he was scared of me and my partner. You know, the team that beat you and your better half.
Okay, look, we're on the same side here. And we're playing checkers while Punk is playing chess. Not to mention rewriting history. He just proclaimed Big E as the first NXT champion, inspiration to current champ Trick Williams and the real architect of NXT.
Wait, Big E's with Mutiny now?
No, Punk's just using his name to rile me up. First NXT champion? That's me. And architect of NXT? Punk is slapping my legacy in the face.
So this is a personal crusade disguised as allegiance. Are you trying to find a strategy to protect WWE from Punk? Or is it all just about Seth freaking Rollins?
Why can't it be both? I'll tell you what, I'm heading to NXT to put on a show and remind everyone who laid the first brick. We need that kind of fire and history in our corner at Survivor Series. I've got the plan and the passion. Let me bring that fight to the best of 3 series.
You want in on Survivor Series? How do I know you'll still be committed after you've gone and made your point at NXT?
Because I had an issue with Punk long before all this. I won't get tired of fighting him anytime soon. And I might be fighting my battles, but I'll also be winning us the war. So what do you say?
I sure wouldn't mind seeing that personal fire turn into something we could all use to burn Mutiny down at Survivor Series.
Perfect. I'll head to NXT to turn up the heat. I want Punk to know that I'm the architect of Mutiny's collapse.
I'll be watching. Man, you and the Shield really put Mutiny on notice. Reforming with LA Knight and Sheamus was a game changer.
You lit a fire under them, love. Punk's definitely stewing. No surprise there.
Thanks. Putting on those vests really brought back a lot of good memories. I know Punk says we didn't achieve much, but he's wrong. He's given the Shield a target.
Mutiny didn't see it coming, that's for sure. It's nice to see Punk on his heels.
That's what we do.
We saw firsthand what you two can do. That's why you're here.
It's not just us. LA Knight and Sheamus are ready to fight with us if we need them.
I know I'm the man, and he's the architect, but you two are still the bosses. So what's our next move?
I don't know about anyone else, but I want those Unity titles out of Mutiny's hands.
Agreed. Think you two can get them this time?
We missed out on them once. We are not letting that happen again.
Definitely.
Good. And let's keep our alliance quiet for now. No need to give Punk any more information than we have to.
So you're saying keep our mouths shut and let our fists do the talking?
I can do that.
Did you see those social media posts? They're trying to sound tough, but we got them rattled.
That's exactly why I'm concerned.
You think Punk's planning something? Now, he probably is. But I've been beating odds since I laced up my boots. He's just another chapter in my story.
We are not going to let him shake us, whatever he tries. This is about more than titles. It's about legacy.
Don't start doubting us now.
Never. I've seen what you both can do. As soon as you said you were willing to fight alongside my partner and I, there was no other choice. But we've all been on the receiving end of Punk's deception before. And I've got a bad feeling about this.
You think there was something more to them saying they were going to make SmackDown a Mutiny Arena?
Maybe, but they also don't know we're working together. You'll have your hands full with Bayley and Lexis King. We'll patrol the arena and shut down any Mutiny interference.
Good. Keep the place clean so we can mop up the ring with them.
It looks like the rumors are true. Mutiny is planning an attack.
But they didn't plan for this.
Tony D'Angelo surely expected to at least make it into the arena before the fighting started.
With a guy like this patrolling the arena, D'Angelo's lucky he made it into the building.
He's going to be lucky to make it out of the building, Saxton. The knee right on the temple. I knew they didn't like each other, but I didn't think they'd turn this into a parking lot brawl.
Here it comes. Bam!
Down he goes. Set up for a second time. Ooh, slam!
With authority.
What a counter by Tony.
These two showing how well they know each other. He's looking for yet another exclamation mark. Wow.
Oh my gosh!
That right there is why you've got to keep your head on a swivel in a situation like this.
I would prefer never being in a situation like this, Corey. This is not what parking lots were made for.
Oh! Oh my gosh, what impact!
No! Oh, strong impact. Oh, trapping the arm. And she whips Bayley into the corner.
And a massive clothesline. Bayley is down. We've seen this before.
A massive whirlwind splash.
And King can't do anything about it.
This will do it.
Chad Patton has stopped counting.
Maybe he forgot what number comes next.
Looks like they're going to remind him.
Wait, Bayley with the roll-up. It's over.
Chad Patton knew how to count that time.
That was a fast count. What the heck is going on here?
Chad Patton is running away with Mutiny before anyone else can argue.
This is a new low. Mutiny has infiltrated the referees.
Are we really surprised at this point when it comes to what Mutiny will do?
Hold on, it looks like Lexis King got left behind.
Yeah, and he's just realizing that right now.
Doesn't look like Lexis King's going anywhere.
Are these four superstars our team for Survivor Series? We may have lost this one, but now Lexis King is going to pay, and the other members of Mutiny are letting it happen.
No honor among thieves.
This could be a preview of Survivor Series.
This doesn't look good for King.
No, it does not.
And down onto the ringside floor.
What a chaotic SmackDown. A longtime WWE official has joined Mutiny.
But Team WWE answered with 4 unstoppable superstars. Survivor Series can't come soon enough.
A crooked referee? Ugh, just when we thought Punk couldn't stoop any lower.
I can't believe I didn't see it coming. I hate being a step behind him. At least we laid out Lexus.
Which means we get to show CM Punk what it's like to go toe-to-toe with us. Or should I say, fist to face.
I like the sound of that. In fact, if it's Punk we're facing, let's tell the GMs to make the match no DQ.
I don't like that.
Well, we've got one episode of SmackDown before Survivor Series. Let's go out to the ring and deliver a message to Mutiny that they can't ignore.
And even though the entire team will be out there, let's make sure Punk knows the message is coming from the two of us.
Then we should lean into our personalities, use what we do best.
Let's show Punk he's not the only one who can craft a clever scheme. Some mind games never hurt. At least, not the one who's playing them.
I like that. I mean, if we could push a wedge between Punk and KO or Bayley, that could really help us.
You remember all those interviews WWE posted after Damage Control broke up?
I do. And if someone was to get their hands on those and do some creative editing...
Mutiny will be too busy questioning each other to focus on us.
This is going to be fun.
And there they are, the team representing WWE at Survivor Series. Looks like we're going to get some kind of audio-visual presentation.
Bayley has proven she's not a leader. Everything she touches turns to trash.
Bayley is not nearly as smart as she thinks she is.
The obvious person to blame for all the failures is Bayley.
Harsh words from Punk and KO about one of their trusted generals. And right before Survivor Series? What a bombshell!
You have to believe Mutiny is paying close attention right now.
I assume everyone's laser focused as we head into Survivor Series. Let's hear what Team WWE has to say.
You know, I've always wondered if the Mutiny minions know how the so-called voice of the voiceless talks about them behind their backs.
Well, they do now. Loyalty in Mutiny comes with an expiration date. Who knows what else they're saying off the record?
Members of Mutiny, if you feel betrayed, WWE will welcome you with open arms!
CM Punk has heard enough.
I don't know where you got that audio, but this whole scheme reeks of desperation. Mutiny isn't built on fragile egos or naive trust. Bayley knows I value her. We're stronger than your petty manipulations.
You seem rattled, Punk. Is it because while you're plotting and planning, your faithful followers are plotting their exits? They're not loyalists. They're opportunists, just like you.
And after Survivor Series, you'll find yourself a leader without an army, without a follower, without a friend.
So, Mutiny isn't loyal? They're gonna leave me all alone? Let's test that theory. 4 of my so-called minions are in your arena right now. As usual, you think you're playing chess, but really, it's just tic-tac-toe. Predictable and easily countered.
Mutiny is here to go tic-tac-toe-to-toe with Team WWE.
Survivor Series can wait, but apparently we can't. It looks like we're about to have a 4-on-4 match right here on SmackDown after this break. Tensions are at an all-time high here with Survivor Series on the horizon. And this impromptu 8-man tag looks to be the final statement.
Team WWE needs to make this count, Michael. This is their chance to send a strong message to Mutiny and everyone else watching.
No, it's not about messages, Saxon. This is about momentum. No one wants to go into Survivor Series licking their wounds. Digging knuckles right into the skull. This has got to hurt. The atomic noogie. Ooh. He's taking on some damage at this point.
Yeah, I'd say he should consider tagging out. If he could take a break now, it could pay off big down the line.
Trick getting worked on right now.
And Williams needs to reassess his strategy.
Keeping in close quarters, and look at these lefts. Now this is just a ruthless attack.
Oh, such aggression. Just never had a chance to block any of those.
Digging knuckles right into the skull. This has got to hurt. The atomic noogie. Now he just looks defenseless with every attack. Yeah, he's got to find some respite here. I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Honing in on the arm.
Oof. Devastating kick.
Ooh.
Oh, trapping the arm. Oh! Whoa! Roll up out of nowhere! Strong kick out late into the match. It's unthinkable. Someone beating the 1 count at this point.
propped up in the corner.
That holds back Williams' attack.
Momentum going back to his corner.
He's still hanging on, still in this thing. Uh-oh. Face first in the turnbuckle.
And Trick's having trouble managing this onslaught.
Trick is getting the window shut at every opportunity.
It's an agonizing situation.
Boom! Oh, the face has been planted. Oh, man, drop kick.
Gets lifted into position.
Ooh, stiff punch.
Tags into the match.
Oh, look at this. And this is going to cause so much action.
Saved by the teammate.
That was close.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming. Putting that strain on. Submission locked in. She's holding on with everything she's...
Teammate stops the submission just in time.
Tackles ruthless. Oh, God. The knee right on the temple.
Ooh, just bouncing off the turnbuckle.
The sleeper is cinched in.
Here are your winners. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
Team WWE is already running on all cylinders. What a win against Mutiny here tonight.
Here we are. The future of WWE rests entirely on our shoulders.
No pressure, though.
I'm telling you, after that leaked audio, Mutiny must be at each other's throats. They can't be on the same page walking into tonight.
Now we just have to keep them off balance.
You have something in mind?
We do have a very powerful shield we could use. Sheamus and LA Knight are ready to answer the call. Either one of them comes walking down the aisle instead of me, KO won't know what to do.
We wanted Seth Rollins in our team because you're the freaking architect. There's nobody we'd rather go into battle with.
The time for talk is over. Let's get out there and start the series with a win.
Better yet, let's make it 2 wins. I don't think we're ever gonna get to that third and final Unity title match, no matter what Mutiny tries to pull.
Speaking of their shenanigans, I've heard from Dakota Kai. Damage Control definitely has something in the works for the EO match, but she's not sure what.
I'll watch your 6. We can't trust anyone.
So long as we have this kind of faith in each other, I know I'm going to walk out of Survivor Series on the winning side.
How's she doing after that missed attack from Asuka?
They're flushing her eyes out in the trainer's room. I think she's angrier than she is hurt, but now we're playing from behind.
It's her own damn fault. How didn't we see Asuka coming?
Overconfidence. We were looking one way and they slipped the knife right in our backs. But we're going to be ready for them this time.
They've used crooked refs, blindside attacks, and chances are that's going to be the theme of the night. How do we hold them off?
You two head to Gorilla and make sure we don't see a repeat of Kyrie and Bailey's interference.
What are you gonna do?
Collect our mad as hell partner from the trainer's room. We'll try to stop Mutiny from coming through the crowd.
That sounds like a plan.
When we were kids playing with that old toy WWE ring, you ever imagine that we'd be the last line of defense protecting WWE's future?
As a matter of fact, yeah. Tonight is what I've been imagining for a very long time.
Let's go tie this thing up.
This is it. The Civil War is over.
No! Bailey is not ready to give up on the rebellion.
And the referee's helpless since it's no disqualification.
Is that who I think it is?
We thought Mutiny had taken out half of our team.
They may have taken a shot, but this leader of Team WWE isn't going down that easily.
Bailey and Punk don't look so confident all of a sudden.
What they look is scared, Saxton. They see Mutiny crumbling before their very eyes.
Team WWE has Mutiny on the ropes.
Oh my God.
What? What? What is happening?
I'll tell you what's happening. We're seeing yet another defection.
At the worst possible time. With everything these two have been through, I never thought I'd see this.
This is a shocking betrayal. It's a choice that can't be taken back.
These two have so much history.
That's what Punk excels at, Saxton. Divisiveness.
You should have seen this coming.
You hear that? You should have seen this coming.
Maybe we all should have.
Come on, you made your point.
It's what Mutiny's done for months, beating WWE in the most humiliating way possible.
Go to sleep!
This is tough to watch. No, don't count it. Come on.
The referee doesn't have a choice.
It's over.
Mutiny has prevailed, and WWE will never be the same.
Is it even WWE anymore? I never thought I'd see this day come.
Is there anyone who somehow can reclaim the legacy of this company?
I think it might be too late.
There's nothing left to say here. This is disgusting.
So, this is it. NXT Mutiny. I know you've been anxious to see behind the scenes.
I wanted to make sure everything you told me was true.
Make sure? You're not doubting your decision, are you?
No, I'm not doubting my decision. I think we can do something really special here.
Exactly. And it's just like I was telling you, if we expand Mutiny and make it even stronger, we can reshape this company into what the industry deserves. With your former partner out of the way and fired from WWE, this is our chance.
The idea of expansion is what got me on board. And being an actual leader, not just a follower called in to do someone else's bidding. I always felt like she was treating me that way, regardless of the fact we were supposed to be equal partners, even back when we were growing up.
Well, none of that is going to happen with us. You have a seat at the top here in Mutiny, right next to me, Bailey, and KO. We're all calling the shots. Together, there's nothing we can't do.
Speaking of calling the shots, I did have an idea. If we're really taking the reins here, we need to start aiming at the top. The board. Triple H.
I like the sound of that.
Let me loop you in on everything first. Now that we won Survivor Series, we have Raw, we have SmackDown, and we have WrestleMania. We have big plans for Mania, a celebration to really kick off our dominance.
You're just excited to finally main event.
Well, I'm certainly not unexcited by it, Bailey. Just like you're excited to actually be on the posters this year.
My face right in the center, baby. Make 'em look at me.
You take the Night 1 poster, I'll take Night 2.
Not sure where that leaves me, but we'll worry about that later. First, I think you owe the fans an explanation about why you chose to join Mutiny.
Looking forward to it. I got a lot to say. Everybody in the WWE universe, or should I say, Mutiny,
universe is asking why I did what I did at Survivor Series. So I'm here to tell you why I made the choice to stand with the rebellion, so there could be no mistake about my intentions. I've been planning this from the beginning, ever since I made my debut in WWE. Hell, sometimes my act was so good, I even had myself fooled. When someone only reaches out when they need help, they are using you, like my partner was using me. We were so close growing up. Then, I don't hear from her until she needs a huge favor. I'm not someone who's okay being forgotten until I'm needed. I'm not disposable. She needed to be reminded of that. And I was just waiting for the right moment. Luckily, when she asked me to help her stop Mutiny, she gave me just what I was looking for. I remember the first time I heard Mutiny's mission. I drank it up. It made so much sense to me. It represented everything I've ever wanted. A chance to elevate the worthy. So when Punk approached me before Survivor Series, it was an easy yes. I made my choice because I saw what the future of WWE really is. Survival of the fittest. And the fittest have proven who they are. I know everyone thinks that I'm just a schemer, that maybe this was just another one-off swerve to surprise people with the unexpected. But it was time to step up and take matters into my own hands. That's the kind of attitude you'll be seeing from me now that I've stood on the right side of history. I'm excited to show you that new attitude on the debut episode of Raw Mutiny, when I challenge for the NXT Championship. An NXT title match on the first ever Raw Mutiny? Feels pretty can't miss to me!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Championship!
It's the most treacherous man in the sport.
I can't believe this. This guy was brought into WWE to fight Mutiny?
Funny what handing someone a title match on a silver platter will buy.
The smug look on that man's face says everything you need to know about this gift of a title match. It's NXT champion Trick Williams with a title defense out of nowhere.
Trick Williams must be a true believer if he's not angry about having to put his title on the line against Punk's shiny new toy.
This is going to be an easy match to call down the middle. I can't stand either of them. Let's see if Trick Williams fights back here or just hands the title over.
Introducing the challenger from parts unknown, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Boss! And his opponent from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds, the NXT champion, Trick Williams!
A title coveted by legends and hungry young talent alike.
It's telling the first thing this man did after betraying WWE at Survivor Series is book himself into an NXT title match.
Telling, but not surprising. Mutiny was never about changing WWE for the better. It was about a bunch of entitled egomaniacs taking everyone's opportunities for themselves.
Be careful what you say, Corey. You know who is listening. Swift transition into the hammerlock.
Boom! Opponent taken down and now is into a chin lock. Oh! Senton! Jawbreaker. Not a good spot to be in. And into the pin. Title on the line. Oh! Kick out before the 1 count.
He couldn't make much of that pin attempt.
With the counter.
The knee right on the temple.
He gets sent straight down to the floor.
Getting up on wobbly legs, but he'll soon be put back down.
The sleeper is cinched in.
I guess we have a new NXT champion. Good for them.
Real original. One of Mutiny's leaders basically gave themselves a title.
I can't wait for my contract to expire. This is painful.
It's the hero we've been waiting for. They're back.
And the champion has no idea.
This is payback for Survivor Series.
They're getting out of Dodge before Mutiny shows up.
Maybe there's hope after all.
We thought WWE was dead and gone after Survivor Series, but it seems like there's still a pulse.
I hope you're right, Cole, but I fear what retaliation the new champion is capable of.
My ex-partner already had their chance to talk to the Mutiny universe. Now, it's my turn. I talk, you listen. Because the only thing you made clear was how much of a coward you are. You were planning this from the beginning? You've never planned a single thing in your life. Always a follower, never a leader. Even now, just latching onto someone else's corrupt crusade. You say you drank up Mutiny's mission, and maybe that's true. But I see Mutiny's mission for what it really is. A selfish attempt to put yourself first and steal what you can't earn. I should have never pulled you in from MMA. You don't deserve WWE. That's why I'm going to make sure I save it. From you.
Your old buddy taking you out on the very first episode of Raw Mutiny? Not the best look.
Really? You had to be expecting some sort of retaliation after Survivor Series.
Yes, but you put an even bigger target on your back by going after the NXT Championship right away.
You said you were on board with me calling my shot. Remember? Besides, who would be a better champion anyway? Got someone else in mind?
It's not about who I have in mind. It's about who's the best in the ring. Mutiny doesn't anoint champions, just like we don't crown first draft picks or make anyone grab a dumb brass ring. Not with me in charge.
Then why did you put yourself in the main event of WrestleMania? Maybe a bit hypocritical. Besides, we're in charge. We need to think bigger. If you really believe in breaking down the establishment, we need to do what I said. It's time to take out Triple H.
We can't do that.
Why not?
It's not a smart move.
Do I have a voice here or not, Punk?
You do have a voice, but you don't have the full picture. Triple H has been working with us from the beginning.
What?
Listen, I trust you. That's why I'm telling you this. Bailey and KO don't even know.
When did this start?
When I came back to WWE, my conversation with Hunter back then, it wasn't about mending fences. It was about breaking down walls. Triple H has been wanting to shake things up for a while now. Sometimes, it just takes some time to put a plan into motion. And what better way to leverage the brand he helped build?
So everyone who was accusing Triple H of working with Mutiny was right all along?
Yes, but they don't need to know that. Nobody does. It's better with Hunter as our silent partner. He can do more that way, so that's how it needs to stay. Listen, I know this is a lot, but we need to focus on taking care of your former partner. We should team up to get rid of her once and for all. Bailey's been itching to get back into action. I think she should be a part of this. I'll announce it on social media.
You know what? Not Bailey. KO.
Really? Your call? Despite everything that happened after, you becoming our new champion was a great night for Mutiny.
You're damn right it was. And we're just getting started.
Well, if it isn't our new champion, congratulations. And what a rude clapback after the fact. Your old partner's clearly jealous.
Thanks.
You seem distracted. Championship pressure already getting to your head?
I just got some interesting news. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Shoot.
Do you ever miss being in charge? Must get tiring following Punk around like a sheep.
Hey, I'm no sheep. I have as much say around here as you do.
Which is not very much. It's clear that Punk is pulling the strings to get himself ahead. I don't blame him. I kind of just wish I thought of it first. And I'm surprised you didn't. You always seem like such a leader to me.
I see what you're doing, and I don't appreciate it.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm in the same boat as you and just asking questions. Like, what do you think Punk's endgame really is?
If I get to dominate the women's division and crush dummies along the way, then who cares?
Interesting. Well, turns out I have a chance for you to crush some dummies. We're teaming up to take down my former partner, and I asked Punk to put you in the match.
Looking forward to it.
It's Mutiny looking to shut down any hope from WWE.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring at a combined weight of 684 pounds, CM Punk, the Boss, and Kevin Owens.
That is the black heart and rotten soul of Mutiny.
I just can't believe how easily Punk threw Bailey under the bus in favor of the newest lieutenant. Well, normally I'd say that's stirring the pot, Cole, but if it helps our cause, stir away. We are looking at the new center of power in WWE, and I hope they get the hell beaten out of them. The WWE Universe has some hope thanks to these three superstars.
Headhunter, Seth Rollins, and Becky Lynch.
Look at that squad, Corey. Team WWE can do this.
I want to believe, Saxton, but we know how devious Mutiny was when they were the invaders. This is their house now.
We thought these three were down and out, but here they are, ready to fight.
Punk, Kevin Owens, and their star attraction are finally going to get a taste of their own medicine here.
I hope you're right, Saxton, but the sheer
inside cradle.
Oh, look at this small package!
Ooh, what a forearm.
Now we know what the five fingers say to the face.
Russian leg sweep.
Rolling elbow finds its mark.
Ouch.
Uh-oh. Enzu lariat.
Misses the target.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, what a kick. Now,
O'Connor rolls. Shoulders are down.
Oh, he makes the biggest save of the night.
Oh, sit-out slam. He's looking for something. This could get dangerous.
He's got a kendo stick, a weapon we've seen used to great effect time and time again.
As the fight continues ringside, we may need to relocate soon.
I'm already ahead of you. Grabbing my notes.
Pinfall attempt here from Becky Lynch. Only getting one out of that pin.
Not quite.
He wants this fight on the outside.
Oh, perfect kick.
Just unleashing shot after shot after shot. Practically never-ending blows coming at full force here.
And into the corner he goes. And he turned it around.
Ooh! How insulting is that? Adding a level of insult with that kind of physicality.
And these attacks are spelling nothing but trouble. And Rollins couldn't get out of harm's way there.
Ooh! Oh, kick finds it.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Boom. German suplex. And a kick out before even one there.
This isn't even close to over.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Ooh. Boom.
Dodges away.
Oh. This is a situation you want to avoid.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat. Wait, shoulders down.
Is it enough? She breaks the count quick.
Fighting hard to stay in this match. Uh-oh, hazardous part of town here on the apron. A collision like that could mark a turning point for this entire match.
The knee right on. Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the Anaconda Vice. And a win. That may be one of the biggest wins of his career.
Here are your winners. The Boss, CM Punk and Kevin Owens.
This is terrible. I don't even know what to say.
I wish I had something inspirational to tell you, Saxton, but that result just solidified Mutiny's grasp on this company.
Another well-deserved victory. Kind of annoyed I wasn't in the match, though.
Oh, I don't blame you. Punk was insistent that it be KO instead of you. You know you were my choice. I pushed back, but Punk finally told me that Triple H was the one who wanted KO in the match.
Triple H? Why would he care? And why would Punk listen to him?
Wait. You don't know?
What are you talking about?
Okay. I have something to tell you. Punk confessed the truth to me. He's been working for Hunter the whole time.
What? Was this whole thing some sort of game for them? Why didn't they tell me?
I don't know. It seems like a power grab for both of them. I was angry when I found out, but I can't imagine how you feel hearing it like this. When I joined Mutiny, I thought it was for the greater good. But now we've traded one master for two others.
Punk and Triple H.
Yeah. They're even making me take on my former partner in a singles match. They're saying it's best for business.
But she should be gone. You just beat them.
I know, but we're powerless.
Unless...
Unless what?
I'm thinking I should talk to KO. Maybe it's time we take matters into our own hands. That's what you said when you joined Mutiny, right?
It was.
Thank you for trusting me.
Of course. I'm not like Punk. And just make sure you tell KO to keep all of this between us. Especially the Triple H part.
I got you.
For this man, things like loyalty and honor are foreign concepts.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 200 pounds, the NXT champion, The Boss.
If there were a photo next to the definition of selfish in the dictionary, we'd be looking at the model.
That traitor is everything wrong with the business in one repellent package. I hope they finally get what's coming to them in this Hell in a Cell match. This is a woman with nothing left to lose.
And his opponent from New York,
This might be the last superstar standing between Mutiny and complete domination.
Good. Who knows an opponent better than a former partner? And this time it's one-on-one, with no outside involvement from Mutiny. These two are about to enter another level of hell.
It has all come to this. These two athletes made each other, and now they are looking to destroy each other.
I still have hope, Michael. I believe that the woman who brought that man into WWE is going to be the one to send him back to where he came from.
We're all looking for some hero to come in on a white horse and save the day, Saxton, but if the last few months have taught me anything, it's that fairy tales are for children.
Get this back into the ring now. Oh, man. That uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth.
Ooh. Boom! Ooh! And the damage is just going to keep on coming if you can't...
Thinking about a rolling pin, watch this.
Oh, wow. Hook of the leg, shoulders down.
And quick getting the arm up.
Anyone who thought this be over quick has another thing.
Beautiful takedown into the Achilles.
Trying to break out of this grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done. Ooh, right in the face. Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Wrench in the arm. Not done yet. Into the arm breaker.
Hammerlock. Boom! That was not just painful on the shoulder. That pain can shoot all the way up to the neck and all the way down the arm. This is a smart strategy.
Oh! He is completely focused on the task at hand here.
This is what gives him power.
Oh, trapping the arm. Oh!
The sleeper is cinched.
And can't take it anymore. Has to tap. Into the pin.
Is that enough?
And still in this.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on. Now this is just a ruthless attack.
Oh, such aggression.
And now an imposing onslaught of attacks in her direction.
Can she recover from this? That's the question. An unprotected shot to the head. Those could add up.
Ouch. Guess that's one way to incite your opponent. What a reversal.
She's managing to get some control back now.
Looks like she's ready to turn the tides in this match.
Oh! I can't see this fight going much deeper.
These are the moments professionals train for. When you are at your breaking point.
You better have an aptitude for pain because it just keeps coming. The knee right on the temple.
The sleeper is a decisive victory for Mutiny. Can you believe the loser was once our #1 draft pick?
From the top of WWE to exiled.
And here comes the Mutiny brass to revel in their triumph.
Real tough after what that competitor just went through.
And here we go with the gloating. Typical Mutiny.
For better or worse, these are now the individuals who control what's left of WWE.
What the hell?
What is happening?
It's a mutiny! A mutiny! They've turned on Punk!
Why? He's their leader.
I think you mean was. It looks like he's been replaced by the NXT champion.
Look at Punk's face. That's pure shock and hatred right there.
But Mutiny's new leader doesn't give a damn.
Go to sleep on Punk.
This Hell in a Cell match may be over, but CM Punk is entering his own personal hell.
And there's no way out.
For Punk, for any of them.
Remember what I said a few weeks ago about survival of the fittest? CM Punk was not fit to lead this mutiny. Punk, you were keeping one too many secrets. You don't keep secrets from your allies. And you just learned that lesson the hard way. You were right that it was time for a mutiny in WWE, but you were never the one to lead it. You lacked the vision and conviction to go far enough. All you really cared about was getting your WrestleMania main event. So simple-minded and small. But all that changes now. This year, there will be no WrestleMania. Out with the old and in with the new. Say goodbye to the showcase of the Immortals. It's time for Mutiny Mania! CM Punk. You won't be in the main event. You won't be on the card. Matter of fact, you won't be on any card in any promotion once I'm done with you. I've taken control. And I won't make the same mistakes that you did, Punk. I won't be as lenient, and I won't keep your secrets. So stay tuned, Mutiny Universe. After I'm done with him, I'm going to reveal the truth that CM Punk has been hiding from you this whole time. Then it will be game over. Watching you hit Punk with his own moves felt so good. Therapeutic, almost.
It was even better doing it. And now we're ready to finally make this our own.
You were right. Punk was holding us back, and most of Mutiny agrees.
After I beat Punk, the rest of them will come along. If not, they're gone.
Like you said, non-compliance will not be tolerated.
I need you two to have my back out there. Triple H knows we're about to reveal that he was behind Mutiny, so he'll do anything to stop us.
Understood.
And you won't forget your end of the deal?
I'm honest about what I want. Power, championships, maybe even a certain amount of chaos. But the two of you get the first pick of everything I don't want. We don't have to fake any of this convoluted, equitable nonsense that Punk preached.
Now that's refreshing.
This man has betrayed and stolen his way to the top of Mutiny.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from parts unknown. Weighing in at 200 pounds, the NXT champion, the Boss!
Can you believe this traitor has now turned their back on CM Punk too? Where does it end?
Yes, I can believe, and it probably never ends. The new Mutiny leader will never stop until they destroy everything in their path.
It's a down, but not out. CM Punk.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
CM Punk is an arsonist who lit a fire while he was still inside the house.
And from the look on his face, I'd say he knows he's about to get burned. It feels like a formality that he unwillingly passes the torch here tonight.
Does CM Punk have one last fight in him? We're about to find out.
After betraying the entire WWE Universe, CM Punk is facing his own mutiny.
I didn't think there was any way I'd ever root for Punk again, but the alternative is so much worse.
Punk's gonna need any support he can get as he looks straight down the jaws of a lion he created.
Clearly no love lost between these two with a display like that.
Oh, back first. Oh, ouch. Ooh, sharp kick.
really just laying it in.
Looking for, yeah, the inverted figure four leg lock.
Oh my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent.
He got nailed by that last attack.
Got out of the way.
Huge kick connects.
Vicious knee. Caving in the abdomen. Oh, what a kick.
He averts the offense.
Uh-oh. Oh, to the back of the neck. What a lariat.
Trying to debilitate the capability to stand.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate. The knee right on the temple.
He's able to reverse it.
Each superstar trying to counter and gain an advantage.
Bad position for Punk.
End of the line for Punk.
Here's the pin.
CM Punk has been defeated, and Mutiny has a new and even more treacherous leader.
I'm not sure how long there's going to be a WWE if this continues.
I agree. We are in trouble here.
Thank you. Paul Triple H Levesque is here to put a stop to this.
Look at the fear in the Mutiny leader's eyes.
I don't think they're scared one bit, Saxton.
Bailey and KO from behind. They're attacking Triple H.
We saw the mock fear on their leader's face. This was a trap from the beginning.
This is my arena.
Wait a second. Look who it is.
He's here. The Rock is here. Finally. Yes.
Rock bottom. Rock bottom.
I never thought I'd see the day the Great One backed up Triple H, but here we are, and I'm so grateful.
Mutiny is gonna regret activating the final boss.
It looks like they already do.
There have been rumors for quite some time about my alleged involvement in Mutiny. Today I would like to put those rumors to rest, because they are true. I did work with CM Punk in Mutiny because I saw the need for change in WWE. I thought NXT, the brand I started, was the perfect place to launch this movement. Unfortunately, I now know this was a mistake. Punk unleashed a monster. I can't change the decisions that I made in the past, but I know what needs to happen now. Any group that renames our shows, rebrands WrestleMania, and puts the pursuit of power ahead of what is best for business is not the future of WWE. So, to the new leader of Mutiny, I've already hung up my boots. So I'm not gonna step in that ring and beat the hell out of you myself. Which is bad news for you. See, every game has its final boss. So at the first and last Mutiny Mania, you are going one-on-one with the Great One. And The Rock is going to lay the smackdown on you. Not the Mutiny smackdown, the WWE smackdown. Because we are taking back what's ours. There's only one question left for me to ask. Are you ready?
Wow, Triple H. Look who decided to step out of the shadows. I thought I was going to get to expose you, but I guess you wanted to control your narrative, you sopping sack of has-been. And to bring you and The Rock together? Oh, they say time heals all wounds, but I think it was me and Mutiny. So sweet, the two of you patched up your differences so that he could try to do what you can't in the ring. Honestly, it saves me time, because I'm not stopping with you. I'm going to take down The Rock, then the board, then everything and everyone associated with what used to be WWE. Until I've dismantled it piece by piece. WWE has a few too many strikes against it to continue. A corrupt COO who lied about his involvement in an uprising? A bloated talent base that could use some culling. Someone like me needed to step up and make hard decisions. You want your little movie star to destroy me? Fine. Send your final minion to Mutiny's biggest night of the year. I'll fight the final boss at Mutiny Mania for your job and control of the company. The rise of Mutiny was just the beginning. The complete demolition of WWE is the natural end. Those Unity Championships look good. I told you I'd take care of you. You collected all the old WWE titles too, right?
We did. Managed to round up the whole pile of them.
Perfect. They'll melt down nicely for scrap. Is everything ready for the main event?
Absolutely. Everything at Mutiny Mania is going better than we could have imagined.
The Mutiny universe is loving it.
Good. So you haven't heard any chatter from CM Punk, have you? I can deal with The Rock and Triple H, but I have no idea who this other surprise is.
It doesn't matter who it is. You're ready for anyone.
This is your night.
You're damn right it is.
Hi, remember me? Troy Simkin?
Unfortunately.
Any chance Mutiny would hire me back? I know the last time didn't end well, but I need a gig, and I have no scruples about performing any task.
You don't have the stomach, Simkin.
Oh, you'd be surprised at my absolute lack of morality. In fact, as a show of goodwill, or in your case, nastiness, I've taken the liberty of preparing an extra special Mutiny Mania entrance. One befitting someone of your stature. If you'd like to use it, that is.
All right, Troy. Let's see what you cooked up.
Fantastic! Do I have a job, then?
Maybe. I'll get back to you once I take care of these two old men.
There's only one roadblock standing between this man and complete domination.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 200 pounds, the NXT champion, the Boss!
There is no question about the symbolism of this man destroying that throne.
Mind games, Saxton, but I don't think they're going to work on the final boss.
This no-good snake broke an empty throne. He's about to find out that The Rock is a little harder to beat. It's the final boss, The Rock, here to save this company.
And his opponent from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, The Rock!
Did you ever think you'd see the day that Triple H would be in The Rock's corner?
Absolutely not, Byron, but I never thought I'd see a threat to WWE big enough to bring them together either. The final boss hopes to put the final nail in Mutiny's coffin. And here we go. The final battle with the final boss has begun, and hopefully the first and last. Mutiny Mania.
The Rock isn't just fighting for control of WWE. He is our last chance to save the legacy of our entire sport.
The WWE Universe has bent the knee to Mutiny's new leader, and only the final boss is left to stop him.
Just stretching out the arm.
That could produce a dislocation, or at the very least, a pinched nerve.
Just back from the dead. Every time Mutiny's leader tries to get his former partner out of the picture, she finds a way back to haunt him.
Now, this got to be The Rock's special guest that he teased. The final boss is pulling out all the stops. Schoolboy applied to put this one away.
Surprisingly quick kick out.
That pin attempt might have been a tad premature.
And The Rock gets warded off. What a knockout punch.
Oh, man. Neckbreaker.
The Rock hoping to head this attack off at the pass.
The Rock has to devise a new plan here.
Rock sent flying to the outside.
Soaring.
Senton from the apron. Relentless.
And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
Determination in his eyes, and now a kendo stick in his hands. It has to be demoralizing to just get slapped like that.
If that doesn't fire you up, I don't know what will.
The Rock finally finding an answer to that onslaught.
This could be the turning point for him. It could be the start of a rally.
this. Rock bottom by the People's Champ.
Rock got it. I think it's over. 2 count. Oh, not yet. They just got the shoulder up.
Can you imagine how much escaping that pin must have cost him?
I can. These are the moments where you really find out how tough you are.
The Rock reformulating his game plan. It was not enough to end this, so he'll have to move on to plan B.
Oh, brutal miscalculation.
Wrench in the arm. Not done yet. Into the arm breaker.
Hammerlock.
Boom! Damage to the shoulder is definitely going to hamper your ability to fight. Ooh, jarring European uppercut.
The knee right on the temple.
And I think we just might see the Great One is down. The Rock is down.
Oh, look at that.
In trouble here. And
Oh, what a great counter. That'll break it up. Ooh. Oh, what a punch.
that's how you stop your opponent.
Drop kick.
Beautiful. Ooh.
Sharp knee. And The Rock is being handled here.
The millions are hoping The Rock can come back here.
Vice-like grip on the trapezius muscle. This is terribly painful. Oh! Spectacular counter into a dragon screw.
Big knee. Is able to avoid heavy contact. Oh, man. Relentless.
And any one of those shots could take you out for good. And a kick.
The knee right on the temple.
Setting up again.
Bam! Down he goes. No way he's getting up from that.
The sleeper is cinched in.
I can't believe it. Is the final boss really defeated?
But surely Triple H must have a plan.
Triple H isn't coming to save The Rock, Byron. No one's coming to save him. Or us.
It's really over then. Mutiny Mania has decided the future and WWE.
It's all mutiny, Saxton. Now we better pay some respect to our new overlord if we want our checks to clear. All hail Mutiny.
All hail Mutiny.